Hello everyone! Today we'll have a new lesson about types, parts, and functions of the computer mouse. A computer mouse is a handheld pointing device that detects two-dimensional motion relative to a surface. This motion is typically translated into the motion of a pointer on a display, which allows a smooth control of the graphical user interface of a computer. Mouse is a basic peripheral component of all modern desktop computers. Mouse sends data to your computer that tells your computer where to display the cursor of your operating system's graphical user interface. While mouse come in a variety of shapes and sizes, its basic parts and functions remain similar. Each mouse has at least one button for user input, a connection to the computer, and a way to track motion. Mouse is a pointing input device of computer. Mouse help to control cursor that is visible on the computer screen while moving the mouse on a flat surface place. Its name was originated by its shape that looked as mouse, because it has elliptical shape with mouse tail. Mouse reduces usability of a keyboard. Traditional mouse was connected with computer through cable or cord, but now, these days, in the market have two various mouse are available such as wireless mouse. Those mouse do not need any physical wire to make connection with computer. In technology time, some mouse has some extra buttons for performing other special tasks. Let's learn the types of computer mouse according to its usage. Mouse is very important part of computer. Today, in the market, have two various different types of computer mouse are available. And every mouse have own functionality, so every user can be use all types of computer mouse according to their usage. First, the mechanical mouse. Another name of mechanical mouse is ball mouse. Mechanical mouse is a computer input terminal that contains the metal or rubber ball in the back surface side. When we move the mouse, then mouse ball roll and sensors that are embedded inside identify the motion and move on screen surface portion at the same directions. Today, mechanical mouse has been replaced in the optical mouse. These types of mouse have to need cable or wire to making connection in computer. The optical mouse. In the optical mouse, use advanced technology such as LED or light emitting diode, optical sensor, and other DSP or digital signal processing, instead of the rubber ball mechanical mouse. In the optical mouse, detect the movement by the sensors when reflected light. No need the cleaning to optical mouse because it has not contained any moving components. Next is the infrared frequency cordless mouse. Cordless mouse is also known as wireless mouse, and these types of mouse are connected with computers with the help of different unique technologies such as Bluetooth, RF, or infrared radio waves. In the computer, has to contain USB device that receives the spreaded signals from the wireless mouse. The Traceball Mouse. Traceball Mouse is an input pointing device. It contains ball outside of the socket and detecting the movement of ball. With the help of sensors, while rolling the ball with fingers, palm, or thumbs of human hand, for moving cursor on the computer screen. Stylus Mouse. Stylus Mouse is another type of input device. This Stylus Mouse used for the high-volume graphic and drawing purpose, and it looks like a pen. The graphic and drawing tasks are performed on the special pad by Artistic. 3D Mouse. A 3D mouse is a special input pointing device for creating movement in virtual 3D and 2D environment. This 3D mouse is not used for normal tasks, mainly designed for the gaming controller to create the game console. Other application areas are where to use the 3D mouse, like as CAD, architecture design, and 3D modeling is the 3D Connection Space Navigator. Next, specialty mouse and mic-like devices. These types of mouse mostly used for showing the presentation on the screen. But if you are not able to use proper smooth surface for rolling the mouse, then that situation using accelerometer for converting the motion you hand with the using air into movements of on-screen pointer. Next, laser mouse. In laser mouse, implements the laser light for detecting mouse directions. Laser mouse do not contain any moving components inside mouse. Its accuracy is good compared to other optical mouse because these types of mouse provide 20 times greater sensitivity and precision. Due to this feature, those mouse used for gaming, graphic, and engineering designs were to require pinpoint accuracy. Foot mouse. A foot mouse is used by those people who are unable to use mouse with their hands or arms. For using foot mouse, install the software programs in the system, then work it properly for selecting any spot of screen. In that mouse are needed two parts, one for controlling the cursor and other for clicking the mouse. Intelli Mouse. Intelli Mouse is also known as wheel mouse or scroll mouse, and this mouse was designed by Microsoft in 1996. Its wheel set in the center between left and right button. Users use wheel of mouse for scroll up and down any document page. If user wants to open any link on the new tab, then mouse cursor hover on the link and press down the mouse wheel. Next, the J mouse. Today, J mouse trend has been stopped because this technology used in the traditional portable computers such as laptop. J key was placed on the traditional keyboard for performing various tasks, and other two buttons, left and right, were embedded below the spacebar key. Joystick Mouse. Mostly, this type of mouse uses for playing video game and graphic application. Joystick is like a plastic stick for reporting its directions to component it's controlling. Touchpad Mouse. Touchpad is also known as glide pad or trackpad, used for giving the input to computer. These types of touchpad are placed on the laptop or other special keyboards. Users can move the cursor on the screen with their fingers, and other two external buttons are embedded below trackpad. Trackball Mouse. Trackball is a special type of mouse because one ball is placed on the surface of socket, and that sockets contain the sensors. With using sensor to detect the rotation of ball about different two axes like as upside, downside. Trackpoint Mouse. Traceball Mouse or Trackpoint Mouse was designed by IBM in 1992. This component used in the traditional computer, and trace point is also known as pointing stick, style pointer, or knob also. It has place in between the G, H, and B keys on the keyboard. For moving the cursor of track point's pointer, users push the stick in desired direction where want to move cursor of pointer. Inertial and Gyroscopic Mouse. Inertial and Gyroscopic Mouse is called air mouse because this mouse does not need the surface area for operating mouse. In inertial and gyroscopic mouse, to be used accelerometer for detecting movement at every x-axis and y-axis. Benefits are less power consumption, enhanced sensitivity, decreased weight, and more comfortable to other mouse. Next, Tactile Mouse. Tactile Mouse was designed by Logitech in 2000. It contains a small size actuator for making mouse vibrate. Main motive of designing Tactile Mouse is for providing education to blind persons in graphical nature. In Tactile Mouse, is used pins, and with the movement of these pins, user can be able to distinguish various pictures such as triangles, squares, pentagons, hexagons, and circles. Pax Mouse. Pax Mouse is also known as hockey puck, and it has round shape as well as USB connection format. First, Pax Mouse was introduced by Apple Incorporation with Bondi Blue iMac G3 in 1988. Its main application areas are graphic designing and AutoCAD. Ergonomic Mouse. Ergonomic Mouse is vertical mouse, and main objective of introducing this mouse to minimize the wrist and forearm pain because these types of problems are associated with traditional mouse while using them. Next, gaming mouse. These types of mouse are developed especially for computer games. Gaming mouse allow providing the flexibility to users for using real-time strategy game like a StarCraft or multiplayer battle arena. Other advantages: manage the weight by adding or subtracting weight for easier control, and more comfortable for users' palm and thumb. Let's talk about the types of wireless mouse. Computer technology rapidly changes from one year to the next. RAM speeds increase, memory capabilities go up, and processors become more powerful. Peripheral devices can often be overlooked, but many of them, such as a computer mouse, are changing rapidly as well. The wireless mouse has become one of the popular accessories on computers. Several different types of technologies make wireless mouse possible. One of example is the optical mouse. One of the oldest and most standard versions of wireless mouse is the optical mouse. Having been around for more than 5 years, the version has proven to be satisfactory, although other modern technologies are becoming widely available as well. The optical mouse functions via infrared technology. A bright red glow can be seen when turning the mouse upside down. This infrared sensor is responsible for transmitting the location of the mouse to the computer, eliminating the need for a cord. Next, the RF frequency mouse. RF frequency mouse utilize RF signals to make them function correctly. An RF transmitter located inside the mouse is used to transmit signals that dictate the location of the mouse. An RF receiver is used to pick up the signals. The receiver device usually connects to the mouse input slot in the back of the hard drive. It then decodes the signal and communicates with the computer the location of the mouse nearby, instantaneously as it moves around. Next, the Bluetooth mouse. Similar to RF mouse are Bluetooth mouse. Bluetooth technology uses 2.4 GHz frequencies to connect not only mouse but also keyboards, PDAs, and some printers. The range is usually roughly to 33 feet. The mouse operates via infrared signal, which is then sent to the Bluetooth and further relayed to the Bluetooth-enabled computer. USB mouse. Almost any major part that transmits data has become a transmission point for a mouse signal, including the USB port. The USB mouse uses a device that plugs into the USB port. The mouse transmits a signal about its location to the USB device, which then decodes the signal for the computer to read. Now, let us proceed to the parts of the computer mouse. There are various parts of a computer mouse. A mouse is a handheld device that lets you point to objects onto the screen, click them, and move them. Take a look at the sample photos on the next slides to learn the different parts of a typical mouse. Okay, these are the parts of the computer mouse. Buttons. Now these days, every mouse has two buttons. One is left and the other right. With the help of these buttons, users can be manipulating any objects and text as well. Ball, laser, or LED. In mechanical mouse have rubber ball that roll on the surface things such as table. In the optical mouse have laser or LED. These parts allow to mouse for movement on x-axis and y-axis directions, and each parallel move the mouse cursor on the computer screen. Mouse wheel. Main objective of wheel in mouse for scroll your document page up and down direction. Printed circuit board. This board is placed inside the mouse chassis. In that board, all electronics components embedded such as capacitor, diode, and register, etc. This board takes input in the form of electronics signals when user given instruction by mouse such as clicking, scrolling, and more. Cable or wireless receiver. Corded mouse have cable for plugging with computer. If your mouse is wireless, then require the USB receiver for getting the broadcasted signals such as infrared, Bluetooth, or radio signals, and then give input to computer. Next, the battery. This component is used in the wireless mouse for running stages. If its battery gets down, then mouse will not working properly. Microprocessor. This is the processor that is embedded on the circuit board of mouse. Microprocessor is the brain of mouse because without microprocessor, every component of mouse are worthless. There are other internal electronic components, and these are register, store data in temporary nature with the help of microprocessor. Next, capacitor, help to store electronic information in electric field. Diode, for flowing the current in one direction. Transistor, for amplify or switch electronic signals. IC, this is small wafer and made of silicon. Now, let's talk about the functions of the computer mouse. Now these days, almost everybody aware about mouse, but anyone in the mind, some questions can be arise, such as, what are the uses or functions of a computer mouse? Then here, I will explain about awesome uses or functions of computer mouse. Movement mouse cursor. This is main function of mouse, is moving form. When we roll mouse up or down, then mouse cursor move on the computer screen. Selection. With using mouse, users can select any images, text, any file and folder, and then can be perform other tasks such as copy, delete, and paste. Drag. Mouse allows the users for moving any objects with the help of drag or drop function. In this method, first is select object, then can be move object while pressing the mouse button and drop object where to place it. Hovering. When mouse cursor over on the clickable object, then display the information without pressing any button of mouse and change the color of links as well. Can be go destination page after pressing that hyperlink. Next, scroll up and down. If you perform any activates on the enlarged document, then you need mouse scroll button for doing up and down your document page. Otherwise, user can up and down scroll bar while pressing mouse cursor. Program execution. With the help of mouse, users can execute many tasks such as open file, close folder, maximize or minimize any windows, double clicks for opening object, and more. Editing. Mouse allows to users to editing images in the image direct editor software such as Photoshop, CorelDRAW, and Picasa. Playing game. With using mouse, user can play various games such as chase game. In that game, need mouse for selecting any particular objects. Combination activities. Many tasks can be performed by using some keyboard keys along with mouse such as Control mouse click for hyperlink in new windows and control scrolling for zooming in or out screen. And last, operate audio or video. Some special mouse has multimedia buttons for controlling the audio or video such as do enhance or down volume level. And that's all for the type, parts, and functions of the computer mouse. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.